noisy. Okay, so handling rejection. And this is from a target firm. What were the firms that rejected you so far, Peter?
There are a couple of them. So first is it's 23andMe.
I'm sorry?
23andMe and Roche.
23andMe.
I just named a couple, yeah.
Roche, for example. All right. And what were the roles that they rejected you for?
Computational biologist.
Okay,
So bioinformatician.
Full-time or part-time?
Intern.
Intern. And then did you have any interviews?
No.
So rejected just on basis of resume.
Yeah, I tried to reach out, but it seems like, especially for 23andMe, it's difficult to get people on MTRA.
Okay. Well, normally that's true, and we'll address that. So the MTRA, meaning the message to ask for a call after they accept the connection. Right. All right. And then the issues with that. Got it. So, all right, so let's take a look at this because this is a really interesting question. And just so my computer doesn't run out of juice, let me plug that in. So give me 1 second here. Let's see. So basically what's happened is that you have not been rejected at all. So nobody actually got to meet Peter. Nobody got to interview Peter. You have not been seen yet inside a firm if you get rejected just on the basis of resume submission. And so what are firms looking for? They're looking for people who, this applies to all of us who are early in career looking for sometimes our first full-time job. Are you willing to help out others? Of course. Yes. Are you willing? So check a box if you're willing to help out others. Are you willing to work hard? Check a box if you have that. Are you willing to try new things? And then are you able to be trained? And then are you willing to take on new responsibility? And generally speaking, the answer is yes for all of these, meaning you are a great candidate for the role. You don't need to have a lot of extra experience. You don't need to have this or that. These are the things that people are looking for in a new hire. And generally speaking, we have those things. So a rejection at the interview, at the resume level, simply means they haven't seen you and haven't learned anything about you and they rejected you. So that's just a computer rejection. And what they need to do is they actually need to meet people in order to make a proper decision. And so you
excuse me, I would interrupt with this one because that's the case for 23andMe, but for Roche, it's a little tricky. So I actually got a senior referral, and then I meet the other senior director, and then I got rejection, just the other day after I emailed him. So I talked to him and wait a couple of days and sent him a feedback email, and then I got rejection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you record the call with the Roche director?
Fortunately, I haven't. I wish I had.
So that, the quality of that call, I've actually not seen you heard more than one networking call from you. So I don't know what the quality of that call was. Maybe it wasn't a high quality, right? Maybe it was. So if you're getting rejected based on a resume submission, they just haven't had a chance to get to know you. So what I would do is I would network with the people in the firm, no matter if you got the rejection or not. And why is that? Why is that? Why? Because we're trying to do a couple of things with networking. We are defining networking in a specific way. We are saying networking is A, to learn and practice professional professional skills, right? Just basically to have those calls is very helpful. We learn a lot whenever we do that. Number two, or B, we are looking to get a referral or interview chance inside the firm. And C, we are actually looking to get referrals to people in other firms. So that's our target company and person list. And so having a call with anyone within your dream industry, your dream company is hugely helpful for a whole lot of reasons. And the rejection doesn't matter at all. Okay. Even if you got rejected after a final round interview or something like this happening where you had a referral, how many people are there in Roche that you might want to talk to? So many people, so many people. And so if you're reaching out to the decision makers inside those target firms, that's all you need to be doing. And the rejections are going to come. I mean, if you're not getting rejected, then you're just not doing the job hunt enough. There's no way that everyone just comes into the job hunt and gets, 100% every time. That would be like going and sitting for a final exam without doing any homework. And that just makes me laugh, right? That's impossible. You would never pass. So treat this as kind of like a homework assignment of reaching out to people. And that's it. And then this referral in terms of like getting the rejection after that, hard to say. I can't say specifically why that would have happened or not. Maybe it was the quality of the call. Maybe it was the attitude of the person at the time. We have no idea. We don't really know. If you did have a really good call with that person and bring them into your network, then they might be able to give you some feedback. So, either A, you emphasized the person and added them to your network, and it was like you were meeting and you were becoming friends basically, then you could follow up and ask. But if you turned that networking call into an interview and forced the interview, then if you did that, then that means you were not focused on the person. And just about the job. You were just wanting the job, and you kind of overlooked that person and the chance to make a connection. Then that can be harder. You might not be able to get feedback because that was turned into an interview instead of a meeting of two people. So those are just some things to think about in the case of the rejection and what you might do now. But overall, you can continue to network with people in Roche and 23andMe. And then when it comes to, so that's just something to think about, and hopefully that will be helpful to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.